Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. So I wanted to talk briefly about a movie that I saw last night with Beth, and that is Best Friends, Volume 1, starring Tommy Wiseau, Greg Sestero, and I think that's about it. Um, this movie was written, directed, and possibly produced, I don't remember, by Greg Sestero. I've seen some other Tommy Wiseau films. I saw the short film, The House That Drips Blood on Alex. I'm a fan of him in general. I think he's very funny and crazy. I obviously have seen The Room, which I really like, and he also was in Samurai Cop 2 in this crazy, over the top, nonsensical role where he's just yelling and making noises and saying random shit. So there, he sort of plays the same role in some facet, being like weird. So anyway, I'm a big fan of him, and I like Greg. I've seen Greg in things like Puppet Master. I forget which one. So this is a film by Greg, which is a first for me. The movie starts out that Greg is homeless and he comes across Tommy, who is a very eccentric um, mortician and doing autopsies and stuff. And I don't want to give away too much, but he finds something that Tommy's getting rid of from the bodies and realizes he can sell it to make money, and he's sort of taking advantage, but he does become friends with Tommy in the film, and they go partners on what they're doing, and then the movie kind of takes off from there, and there's a little bit of, you know, double crossing, what's going to happen. He meets a girl, he starts falling for the girl. So there's some interesting stuff and interesting dynamics with their friendships. Um, the movie, it says it's based on a true story. It's really not. From what I read, Tommy, when he first met Greg, used to drive around and do things with Greg, and said that he thought at one point Greg was going to take him somewhere and kill him. So that's like the basis of the story is like you're friends with someone, but you don't know if you can really trust them, at least initially when you don't know them well. So that's, I think, what it was based on loosely. Um, Tommy is over the top as usual. He like will say things and answer people and then start singing like and then repeat himself, which I've heard him do a lot in both the Disaster Artist, which was based on him in the book, the audio book I listened to. So he seems to do that a lot in his roles where he'll say like, "That's no good. It's no good. It's no," and he'll say it like two or three times and then sort of like and like laugh and trail off. So I don't know why his inflections are like that, but he does that quite a bit in this movie where he'll say something or sing about it and sort of repeat himself. It may be from the accident he got into years ago. I don't know. I mean, everyone knows he's a little eccentric in his own right as a person, I guess. So the movie's fairly interesting. It definitely feels sort of low budgety, um, but the story kept me interested. Their relationship kept me interested. The only thing I would say that I didn't really like love about the film is they seemed very quickly to become close friends. Like they went out one night to Vegas and boom, oh, they're hugging each other and throwing their arms on each other and having drinks and talking like they know each other. It seemed a little too fast, but otherwise, I thought it was cool, interesting. The second volume just came out recently, I believe in like independent theaters. So I'm assuming they're going to most likely put them together eventually and maybe do like a DVD or a Blu-ray release, which I may look into depending on if the price is right. Um, but it's not something I would say like, oh, I need to watch this again right now, or it like sat with me and was great. But it definitely had some interesting twists and turns, and just seeing Tommy and Greg together is pretty cool, especially if you're a fan of The Room. So yeah, that's my 2 cents about Best Friends Volume 2. Let me know if you guys have seen it or if you intend on seeing it, and if you do, what you think. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.